Alright, welcome back to another live stream over here on SCS Combat. Are we here? Yeah, we're good, we're chilling. And tonight we are here for UFC London, the main event. Evloev against Lerone Murphy. What a car! I mean, what a main event. And we do have a few good names on this card. We do have a few good names on this card, however, we just do not have the big fights, the big 50-50s apart from the main event. We have Michael Van and Page on here. This next one's going to be good. Roman Dolidze against Christian Leroy Duncan. If Dolidze shows up like he did against Hernandez, he'll probably get KO'd. Then we have that's gonna be tough to say it, but Barnowski. I hope Barnowski. That's my best attempt for now until I hear his name. Barnowski against Austin Lane. I'll hear it later. I'll say it better. My bad. But then we have Michael Van and Page take on Sam Patterson. I think that's interesting. I think they'll give MVP a smaller name. No offense to Sam Patterson, by the way. I just don't know who he is, and not a lot of people did. I don't think. But it's not the type. Even if you, this is regardless of whether you knew him or not. Actually, just not a lot of people would have expected him to fight MVP. No, MVP says he sparred him and all before. I think when Sam Patterson got that contract on the table, he was probably shocked himself. You would have expected. I mean, MVP called out Prates and stuff. Like there were some really fun fights, and they just done him over really. Then Luke Riley's in the co-main event. Luke Riley's in the co-main event. He's against Michael Aswell Jr. Should be another good fight there. Luke Riley. I think this will be his second fight in UFC now. They're clearly looking to build a star in him, and we all know he comes out of that team with Pimlet and stuff. Looking to make it big. You know what I mean? And could be the next big star out of that gym. So he won his first UFC fight by KO. I think it was a bit of a comeback as well. And then Movsar Evloev versus Lerone Murphy in the main event. We are fight late. My bad. Curtis Campbell got knocked out by Danny Silva in round 2. Campbell did good in round 1. I was actually watching it, but Campbell did good in round 1 and then got caught in the second and then knocked down like 2 times and the referee stopped it, which is fair enough. But how we doing tonight, man? Good to be back. Good to be back. Come on. I can get much better than this, does it? UFC. UFC like last week, man. Or the week before. I was sitting saying it was a miracle. It was over like 3 in the morning. UFC is on at 8 o'clock. This is like the dream. This is peak. So we're here for it. Most definitely we are gonna be here for it. It is a good card. This like I don't know why I done that there. Um this is a good card. Let's go, man. Let's go. Ooh, have I done that? If you're in the chat, in the stream, let me know. You've got for the main event tonight. I picked Evloev, which I literally put out an hour ago. A lot of stuff. Busy times, busy times. Um, Unfortunately, did not have the time throughout the week to edit it, and then usually I edit on Friday. Then if I don't have time throughout the week, obviously last night I was at the retirement fight of what ended up being the retirement fight of an absolute legend of Irish boxing, Michael Conlon. Happy retirement. Changed the game in a lot of ways. Heavily inspired all this. Shout out to him. Then, unfortunately, I thought he was very unlucky not to get that decision. I mean, that was a bad decision in my opinion. But either way, Kevin Moss gets it done. Conlon said he didn't perform the level he needs to, to maybe he knows get the world title. That's not the level he needs to be performing at, and you're tired. And yeah, shout out to Conlon. Happy retirement. Wish him all the best. To the tape 37 against 30. We have oh yeah, right. Interesting. Quite a few differences here. Oh yeah. Duncan is like a heavy hitter. You're gonna be sleeping on this thing, you're gonna get slapped. The late say needs to show up with the will to win. I did see like rumors of a post saying someone from Georgia heard that he was not in there, he's just going for the money and all. We'll see. Well, hopefully not, man. We gotta hope for a fighter that wants to go out there and win. That's for sure. Anyways, that's the least you expect. Roman Delete number 11 ranked. Christian Lee or Duncan looking to break into the rankings of this one. Roman Delete is coming off the back of that loss, surely to Fluffy Hernandez. Yeah, terrible loss. Really bad loss. I mean, Hernandez literally broke him down. Then he pretty much smiled while Delete hit him, I'm pretty sure. Then proceeded to drag him across the octagon in a rear naked choke while Delete tapped. They're not the best look, safe to say, but look. He gets his chance of redemption here tonight. Referee Jason Herzog and the round timer. Generational lock in right there. Do you remember that? Let's see. It's underway. Ooh, close, close. A few seconds off for the round timer. They say I throws straight away. Duncan looking to move forward very Roddy style there, but looks with the bouncing. Double jab from Duncan. Nice inside low kick there from Duncan that stopped the overhand sort of the Delete to get through. Going in for that low kick again. Changes it to an oblique. Right kick heavy so far for Duncan, who gets tucked down on a single leg here after he threw I think it was like a side kick to the body. Or tape kick, I mean. Delete's gone up against Cage here to see what he can do. Clearly at a disadvantage at the fight, by the way. Like the jab of Duncan was looking very good there as well, so that it's good, very good for Delete to get the takedown here. Got both those legs tied up at the moment. Duncan pretty unable to build back up at this point. Delete still got that lock. I think he's just trying to shift position here on Duncan. Duncan tries to get back up. Obviously, Delete says both of his legs kind of just lifts him out. On a knee now for Duncan. That worked. No attempt to do damage so far for um Delete, but he trying to still work Duncan back to the ground. So let's see what he can do here. Gets him back down. I think he's trying to get to the back, or is he trying to get the mount here? This is confusing. Choose a direction is what we're trying to say here. Delete said like choose what you're about to do. Duncan back on a knee. And Delete say you could at least throw a knee to the thigh here, make it look like you want to throw a punch. Duncan stands. Delete say still got that body lock though. Let's see what Duncan can do to break that. Because I mean, we've seen from Marab. Toria also represents Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. Times, obviously, he's Spain mainly. Um, Delice, Jordan's have very good wrestling. Let's see if he can implement his wrestling, which he's clearly doing here. Which is smart because he was getting paced up a bit early. If you're a huge Cyril Gann fan or a huge John Jones fans, you'll definitely think he was getting painted anyways. Pretty much was doing what Gand is doing to Tom, landing a few jabs, a few kicks from the outside, but nothing too significant. Oh, major mistake by the late side. The late side tries to spinning back fist. I can't tell if Duncan got dropped there or if he fell over. Because he was like running in, but that was close. The late side went for like a leg lock. He went to like roll into a leg lock and from his feet. He lands a spinning elbow again, falls over again though. The leads fell that time. He's going for the leg lock on Duncan, which I don't think's gonna happen. We've got Prime. Is it Ryan Hall that comes out and does all the leg locks? I don't even know, man. Delete back up this feet now. Duncan obviously disengaged. There's a spinning back kick though, a spinning wheel kick from Duncan. Front kick up the middle now. This outside low kick there from Duncan goes for it again. Clearly getting to Delita in my opinion with those low kicks. Delita smiles, but you can't really smile if you're going happy on your leg, mate. No, but Delita is looking for that back fist. Spinning back fist. I mean, there's a nice uppercut on the inside from Duncan. Trust me, Delita is on a single leg spinning back fist plan. He went for the spinning elbow again. He's been dropped that time. Right hand hits him. In my opinion, he got dropped there. If he didn't, he's very good at it. At least he's doing his best to hide it by acting like he's going for a heel hook. But he got hit with a right hand mid spinning elbow attempt and goes down. Sure, do you give that round to Duncan? I don't even know, man. These are hard to score. What are we saying here? They'd say miss with an overhand there at the end of the round, gets a knee to the body. Damn, hard to score. Duncan definitely did more damage, that's for sure. I'm giving that round to Duncan, man. I don't care about that. I mean, like, even Delita had positions there where you would see people like Marab and stuff throw like knees to the thigh, and he just didn't even bother doing that. I'll get the tweet out here. Let's go. Wait, the round's near up already. All right, here we go. Round two. Round two underway. Let's go. This felt closer. Oh wait, I'm literally off by a second. It feels like on that round timer. Duncan is doing some mad kicks here. I'm pretty sure he's about to go for stance switching, and that's good head movement. Duncan throw a spin away kick there. Delete it. Would have been gone. Is there, you see openings sometimes watching this, you're like, if, like, even like, that's not even like a, Delisa goes for spin elbow again. Delisa is pretty much only going for spinning elbows and spinning back fists. And every time Duncan knows it's happening, so Duncan closes. I mean, Duncan's got very good, like, karate style, in my opinion. Duncan closes the range before he even gets to, like, the turning point and hits him, and he just falls over. Like, what are you going for, mate? There's a huge left hand from Duncan. There we go. That wasn't like, see, that so when I said you can see opening sometimes, that wasn't a like, I'm UFC level like you, but that was a another time those are it's like whenever Aspinall done like his first attempt of a spinning back kick against Gan, he pretty much just he done a spin and just froze. Gan got ahead of him there and he didn't. I don't know. Sometimes that happens. Like, the lazy just went for another spinning back fist. What does this guy do? There's a nice right hand from Duncan. This is top tier entertainment, like. Swelling under that eye or a cut under that eye for the late job might be a good idea. He's definitely slower than Duncan. Like Duncan's style. If a fighter's really good at that style, it's hard to be quicker than them necessarily. So I will go for a takedown again, which he somehow hasn't. 2 minutes into this round, he's getting picked apart here. Good work from the outside with the kicks from Duncan, and good short shots on the inside. Impressive so far. There's a nice jab straight on that eye. Now delete take it's in the clinch. See what he can do from here. Delete at least throwing a knee to the thigh that time. Great work to get the underhook there by Duncan. See if he can keep that gap between the lock. Pull him back up. Can he get it? He's doing good with the defense so far. Delice's still trying to work on it though. Good work from Duncan to get Delice up from that double leg attempt anyways. Delice still got an underhook on one arm though. Duncan mixing in some kicks to the back of the calf. Interesting. I actually don't know if I've seen that before. Fair enough. He's also goes back to the cage, so he was swinging his leg around, deletes his leg, and then hitting him in the back of the calf. That's an interesting shot. Here comes a spinning elbow in the next 5 seconds, probably from Delice. Oh, huge right hook from Duncan. Delice is stunned here. Right hand now for Duncan. Down goes Delice, acting like he's going for a single leg again. Right. Duncan should probably stand back up immediately instead of going for the star choke or whatever he's going for here. Delice gets out of it. Duncan stands up. He's going to stand him up. Let's go. Damage that eye at Delice. Delice. What are we doing here? Delice has only two options. Is wrestle or highlight reel spin an elbow KO. He finally throws a right hand. Gets in the clinch again. There's a nice knee from Delice. Ten seconds left to go. Delice definitely not going to do anything in this clinch. It's going to win the round anyways. And there we go. Duncan actually reverses the clinch. Puts Delice against cage now. Delice spins him around the end of the round. 2-0 Duncan. 2018 Duncan. 100%. Delice is wrestling in that round. Oh, what? Did I miss that? Michael Bisping got inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame. That's crazy. Am I being trolled here by Dovey? What are we saying? No, he actually did. Fair enough. Let's go. Shout out Michael Bisping. Hard to not have him in the Hall of Fame, realistically. Fighter that literally never gave up and went on to win the title when he was blind in one eye. One of the best stories the UFC's ever seen. Went out there in a rematch to someone that he had already lost to as well, by the way. And still knocked him out with one eye. What a legend. Michael Bisping, man. Round 3 underway. Oh, that actually felt perfect. And they've done me here, have they? No way. Delete finally partially lands a spin. Holy. He just got lifted in the air. Oh man, let's see 1 second behind on the round timer. If you don't know already, man, the round timer is like a challenge. I try to get it perfectly. From like this live stream that I'm doing, the round timer I have on screen to the one matched the UFC live stream. There's a huge right hand for Duncan. The elite has thrown that spinning elbow out 10 times. He's landed it maybe once. One second behind is brutal here. Wait, hold on. This is crazy. The elite misses 2 head kicks in a row. I feel like Duncan can get the finish in this third, you know. A nice inside low kick, nice jab. Great stance switch there, by the way. Let's go. Ooh, what are we saying here? The late says getting pecked apart completely. He must really want that 100k though, because he's pretty much only throwing spinning elbows. Alright. There's an outside low kick from the late say now. Nice double jab, right hand for Duncan. The late say goes to spin elbow again, but he's hurt here. He falls. Going for this roll into leg lock again. Not getting it. Yeah, like an M&R roll. He's went for that about 10 times. I knew the name of that because um, Tony Ferguson tried it one time. But I knew the name of that. The late has gone down here. The late is trying to take the back. The late actually has a body triangle here. Let's see if he can get the choke. Duncan looks like he's gonna stand up. This must be so much harder the higher weight classes. Like start like you ever see a lightweight or something whenever Dustin got beat by Charles and stuff like that. I think Holloway done it as well when you like stand and they're on your back. That was also against Oliveira, by the way. Like, well, that's probably harder. I mean, couldn't imagine a heavyweight doing that, especially unranked heavyweights. Couldn't imagine them wrestling or going for a choke either. To prefer like so. Galite trying to finally work his way into something here. Round three, a minute and a half left to go. Stop looking at the clock, mate, and get to work. He actually pulls Duncan over now. But he is maybe too high up on his back here. Let's see. Duncan's trying to use the cage to get out of this body triangle. And like roll over. I mean, they're showing ground control time here, but like what difference is that? What does that matter when he done nothing with it and we have damage based scoring? It doesn't mean anything. Let's see, anyways. The AJ looks like he's going to close this fight out on Duggan's back. 30 seconds left to go. What can he do here to maybe get a finish? Throw some elbows, maybe? Lock in a choke. It's way too tight for Duncan to even think of being in it for another second. But I mean, he could lock up a tight rear naked choke here with 10 seconds left. Duncan's going to do everything he can, obviously, to just hang on for 10 seconds. 5 to go. I'd say surely loses this either 30-27 or 29-28. The say happy after it though. It was pretty alright. I have no clue why why Delete say only through spinning elbows so. That's gotta be it. Yeah. I'll give round three to Delete say like, but maybe that rumor I did see, maybe that rumor I seen that I was talking about, maybe I was true, who knows. It was a weird performance though, I do have to say, like, like when I tell you pretty much like if you look at a fighter, maybe they use their jab a lot, their hooks a lot, I know their front kicks to the body a lot, their leg kicks a lot. I am like pretty much 90% sure that the shot that leads through the most in that fight was a spinning elbow, which tells you what sort of weird fight I was on about. But let's see what we get in the decision here. Is here. Bit late on that one. All right, never mind. We're chilling. We are chilling. We're chilling. We're all good. We're all good. All right, Christian Leroy Duncan gets it done. Gets the 29-28 unanimous decision victory over Roman Dolidze. The way I had it, the way anyone probably had it. Oh no. Yeah, I still like the amount of times that I've typed unanimous out and I still can't get it right. I'm not quick to wait here. There he is, King Callum Walsh, one of the stars of Zuffa boxing, one of the stars of boxing in Ireland. So yeah, be good to see him back sometime soon. With MVP announcing, I mean they brought him to Ireland anyways. They brought him to Dublin, but with MVP announcing, not MVP, that's a big mistake. MVP did actually announce a deal with Sky though, for their UK deal with Dana White going to the UK more. Maybe he'll consider going to Ireland more as well. Um, yeah, he definitely should do. Callum Walsh, a big star. Let's go. That was a weird fight. It's a strange one. We're here again this weekend, by the way. Dana White signing autographs. Good to see it. Like the UFC brought a lot of fighters over and all. Like Marab is there. Three more fighters there. Dana White's there. Hunter Campbell's there, I believe, as well. It's good to see that they actually care about this one. Obviously, accusations that Dana White, allegedly Dana White maybe isn't uh in love with MMA as he used to be, but as much as he used to be. But showed up to London, seems to be having a good time. So yeah, fair enough. Ooh, yeah, Barniowski against Lane next. Let's see what result we get there. It should be a good fight. Pretty good card overall. Like MVP. I swear, man. People comment robbery on everything. What are we? What are we all about robbery, bro? I think I just found a Roma Delete fan on Twitter. Ooh, nasty cut earlier on. What are we saying, man? We're saying all good tonight in the chat. Anyone that's in here. For real. I agree. Apparently, allegedly, we have someone in here. I don't know if we do or not, but I think we do. Oh, yeah, man. We do. What's up? Let me know who you have in the main event. What is the meatball on the playing a meatball thing here? Package here? There's no way. Wait. No way. Why did I why did I just see him? What is happening here? I'm so confused. I actually just watched the Meatball Molly McCann thing and I don't know why. Why am I watching that? Like they've actually just played a Molly McCann like trailer. I don't know what that was about. But anyways, up next, Barnowski against Austin Lane. Should be a good one. Hell Dawkins has been on a Twitter run ever since ever since that fight against Bo Nickel got announced. So yeah, you gotta respect it. Oh, these guys heavyweights. Let me see. Oh, light heavyweight. Got a bit scary there for a second. You see heavyweight come up, you don't get the best expectations, but no way. Shout out to anyone that's in here. Let me know who you have in the main event. I'll see Murphy against Evloev. Tough fight for both fighters. But I picked Evloev. I think his wrestling. Murphy got took down very easily against Pico. I think his wrestling is gonna get the job for him. Get the job done for him. But yeah, I know who you got in the top. There's a hole in there. On that. The let's see if you've got tough fight, two undefeated fighters, 19-0, 17-0. That'll be good though. Hopefully this next fight's good. At the late fight was weird, man. we're on a ad break right now. Just waiting. See Mason Jones and Axel Solo going at it earlier on. That was a war. Uh, yeah, I mean that is something to talk about. Let's be honest. While we're on our ad break here, the UFC are making money off this, maybe or Paramount. So I'm going to talk about the money game. How do the tickets cost so much for UFC London? It was actually ridiculous. Like I'm pretty sure they actually cost like 300 quid for the nosebleeds. Dana thinks London is like made of money. Kind of is to be fair. Dana, Dana thinks London is fucking. I don't know what Dana thinks London is. Like people are not paying that much money, surely, for the UFC. Like the fact they get to charge prices like that and go out there expect like getting sold out crowds is ridiculous. Max Holloway says he wants his revenge, or he wants to revenge his loss to Conor McGregor. Conor got one over me. He's talking about coming back. I'm coming off a loss. If he doesn't want to cut any weight, then I don't want to cut it weight. We can do it at any weight. It's just about getting it back. I mean, fair enough. I mean, obviously, it's not talked about enough, but Holloway actually, Holloway actually beat, or not Holloway, McGregor beat Holloway in their earlier days. It was sort of right before McGregor. It was kind of, but it kind of was prime McGregor, but it was right maybe before, right before his prime. And obviously Holloway wasn't in his prime yet, so it was kind of the beginning of their careers. But Holloway, Holloway didn't get knocked out, and he might have been the only person to get knocked out on McGregor's run up to that Jose Aldo fight. So look, his chin was good then. Obviously, he gets dropped now. Is the thing. I think obviously McGregor, a lot of McGregor's. I mean, you see Natty Alvarez talk about a lot of McGregor's power was his speed. Do you know what I mean? Precision beats power, time beats speed was a quote. So yeah, first timing then. 38 against 27 here. That's interesting. Austin Lane is 38. Pretty big age difference here. It's 13 and 7 for Austin Lane. So I think wait, it's in minus 700 favorite. That me. Big expectations here then. I just gotta hear this name pronounced. Baranowski. I pretty much had it right. Iwao Baranowski and Austin spelled Austen. Don't know about anyone else, but I haven't seen that before. Lane. So round one is about to get underway. Let's see. Ooh, the timing felt good. Never mind. Never mind. We're 5 seconds too late. Or was I? Yep. Nice outside low kick there. I mean, Lane is way taller. Looks like a heavyweight. That's why I said, is this heavyweight fighting? Or is it? I don't know. I think he might have been fighting. Definitely might have been fighting it heavy. Oh, Baranowski puts Lane out cold. Pretty much. Holy, my bad there, but wow, what a knockout! Left hook, short left hook, puts Lane down. Lane, you cannot be complaining about the establishment. Your head was literally getting punched through the floor. You were near enough. Like, you ever hear O'Malley say head off the canvas like a basketball? That's what was happening there. He cannot be complaining about a stoppage. He was out cold at a point. He was sort of. Do you ever see a fighter get ground and pounded, and they're sort of like half there, and then they go unconscious, and they're like half there, and then they're unconscious again? Like, that's pretty much what was happening to Lane. He cannot be complaining about a stoppage. Like, come on. We see here in the replay. Overhand right tags him. Left hook following up. Down goes Lane. Now he's not out here. Ground and pound shot, ground and pound shot. Couple of misses. Two land, his head like drops back. He gets back up, his head like drops back again. Like they're like you're kind of out cold there, bro. Like yeah, like head like for head like sometimes the referee has to step in, and that's one of the times because he was about to go out cold if he wasn't already out cold. But that was quick. That didn't take long, did it? This is unreal if I got this right here. Hold on. Michael Van and Page up next. I have interesting thoughts on Michael Van Page. I'll talk about it in a second once I get this tweet out. That was crazy though. What a way to start off the card, man. Or not to start off the card. What a way to continue what's been a pretty good card tonight. There's been a lot of KOs. Baranowski gets that one though. Wait, yeah, what was the flipping timing on that, man? What are we saying here? Yeah, we see we see a tweet here. I genuinely thought Molly McCann was going into the UFC Hall of Fame with that promo. I didn't see him. Like, well, I don't know what that was about. Obviously, I mean, shout out to Molly McCann. She's a legend. I didn't think she'd be going into the Hall of Fame. Like, that's crazy. Baranowski, what a win. We get a time on that? What are we saying? That was actually like 20 seconds or something. Yeah, okay. We're in there. That was like 20 seconds or something. What are we saying here? Nathaniel Wood beat Keita as well. Wow. I remember he was supposed to be Pitbull, wasn't it? And he missed weight. And then they like called that one off and stuff. That's gotta be like a 20-second KO. Then really didn't take long. It was sort of if you ever see under 30 seconds, yeah. You're so like kind of just go with emotion, throw an overhand, and then he just rolled through to the other side, throws his left hook, and down goes Lane, and that was it. Ground and pound shots, puts him out. Great work. Overhand roll, left hook. Brilliant work. Great on the chin as well. 28 seconds, yeah. Crazy KO. The good thing for Mason Jones and Axel Sosa is I'm pretty sure they'll be getting 100K for the troubles these days. Mason Jones always fights the guy. At least he'll get money now. And obviously he always got money, but at least he get double the money, I mean. What an overhand left though. Fair enough. Fluffy's in the card and everything, man. Word. Fighters just pulled up. Who won? Yeah, okay. The best things in the Hall of Fame anyways, we move. Let's go. Get the Adesanya promo here. You know, he fights Joe Piper next weekend, I believe that is. What a fight that's gonna be. Who have we got now? Oh yeah, Michael Van Page against Sam Patterson. MVP is gonna do his MVP thing, isn't he? Jump about, not karate stance. Maybe he'll land KO of the year, maybe he won't, and then it'll be lackluster. Right. That's just it, pretty much with the MVP in my opinion. He's not gonna go out there and have a war. Hit and don't be hit. But an MVP style, it's not a lot of output unless it's the big KO shot. He's probably gonna be like Delita with spinning elbows and flying knees. So anyone in here? What are we saying? How many votes on the thing? Well, did you look that one? Yep. Michael Bisping is not in the Hall of Fame, bro. I'm being tricked. Go. He's already in the Hall of Fame. I mean, Adesanya gets paid for what a fight, but yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, Adesanya. I've been an Adesanya fan. Hopefully, he gets that one. If he can't beat Joe Pyfer, it's safe to say that it's time to retire. But yeah, look, we'll see. Who knows? Obviously, it didn't go as well for him last time out against Evloev. Hopefully, he can pull it off this time. That'd be great. Dana White and Noel Gallagher. Promo's about 5 minutes long, lads. The fight's not up next. In a PSG top. Joe Pyfer is obviously a really hard hitter, but I mean, that being the concern, clearly, but obviously Adesanya is supposed to be a very smooth striker, clean striker, hopefully he can avoid. Adesanya, Pyfer, Grasso, Barber, Chiesa, Harris, Erosa, Douglas, Abdul Malik against Balag Belgari, something like that. Terrence McKinney against Kyle Nelson in there as well. Michael Van Page. Look, in my opinion, he's been given a lesser name. No offense to, once again, as I've said, no offense to Sam Patterson, because he's been talking about UFC fighter pay. He's come out in Sky Sports, which obviously has been mentioned, is the biggest sports platform in the UK, and he's been out talking, saying he thinks fighters aren't getting the respect they deserve, the pay they deserve. He's come out talking against the fights he's got, the UFC's plans for him. So look, maybe he's got a smaller name. I would have very much have expected him to be co-main event over Luke Riley. No offense, but MVP's obviously been about for longer, been in UFC longer, had better wins probably in the UFC. Obviously, Luke Riley's only got here. I don't expect him to have these huge wins yet. So I'm surprised Michael Van Page is the fight before co-main. But yeah, not much happening at the moment, anyways. Like we've actually just been caught in back to back like 5 minute promos here. Like I don't know what we have to promote about this next fight. Let's get the ball rolling here. And we're back in the odds. Pretty much, like I have no clue. I've got Michael Van Page in this next one. He's either gonna get a highlight reel KO or he's not. Judging on his experience with Patterson in sparring, I'd say he's not gonna land a one shot KO, and yeah, that's about it. That's what I think. Josh Thompson. He not the one that, right, this is actually I don't know if I want to talk about this. Hold on. I can talk about what I want here. Alright, Josh Thompson is not the guy, I don't think, that I'm looking for. We'll just leave the other attention seeker out of it. Let him go back to do whatever other activities he wants to do and yap about. Yeah. Another tweet talking about they just thought Molly McCann was gonna get nominated into the Hall of Fame. I actually thought it was by Hamlin. I don't know why she was like, I don't know why she got a. Obviously, I have no sound on, so I have no clue why she was getting a trailer. Yeah. Ooh. I'm seeing a lot of AI stuff with the UFC, by the way. Like I did see earlier on under one of their Twitter posts it said made with AI. So I don't know if that's like a change they're gonna make. I hope not. Try you tell me the graphics team just locked in, or are you trying to tell me this was AI? Yeah, if the graphics team have tricked me and all those posters have been AI, I'm gonna be disappointed. Better not have been. They are advertising AI. Like as we speak, they're advertising AI. We're saying in chat anyways. Let me know. You having this next fight if you maybe have Sam Patterson. But I have Michael Van Page anyways. That's for certain. Someone walking out. Have we finally made it? Oh yeah, alright. I think I've just noticed Sam Parsons already in the cage, so I take it it's gonna be Michael Van Page. Yep, here he comes dancing. What's the walkout tune? Let's hear it. He's walking out to the Michael Jackson song. Um and it isn't like a dancing tune like Thriller or something. It's what is that song? What are we saying here? Michael Jackson, I don't know the exact name, but it's one of the bigger songs in the world at the moment of his. They Don't Care About Us by Michael Jackson. Got 1.2 billion views, by the way. That's what he's walking out to. Maybe another thing. I don't know though. He is dancing his way to the octagon at the moment. The guy at ringside. At least he seems to be enjoying himself. Probably paid for a couple of £1,000 for those tickets, so they need to be. MVP's dancing on the cop man. The cop man's standing there like I'm just trying to put Vaseline on your forehead, bro. I'm not trying to not trying to deal with this. Skinning it. Sam Patterson's just standing in the cage, by the way. Watching this all. There's got about 10 people waiting on him here. Mouth guard in. Here we go. Michael Van Page. Very good fighter. Brady style. High potential for nothing to happen. High potential for a KO out of nowhere though. Um Entertaining obviously outside the octagon as we see here dancing into the octagon. Giving you my own analysis here. Good fighter back in the days at Bellator. It hasn't went his way in terms of win to loss ratio in the UFC. He got that win over Kevin Holland. He's had good performances in close fights against fighter like Ian Machado Gary. Who else do we have in there? Fought people. He also beat thingy, didn't he? He called him Shara Bullet. So that's another fighter he's beat. Yeah. Highly active fighter as well, I will say though. Let's see it. See what he does here. I'm gonna lower my expectations. He's 38. Patterson's 29. I'm gonna lower my expectations for a KO because usually it doesn't happen, and then maybe if there is one, I'll be more hyped. Does he have UFC tattooed in his arm? Fair enough. Fair enough. That's one way to do it, man. If you're like a fighter and you're like on their easel scene and you go, Dana, Dana, I have the company logo tattoo on my arm, bro. I need this. That'd be in. That's one way to do it. 12 or 14 and 2 and 1 for Sam Patterson. Oh, he does have UFC tattooed in his arm, by the way. I know another fighter from the contender series there has Dana White. Like Dana White wrote a note for him or something, or like told him a speech, and he got that tattooed in his arm. Michael Van Page is 24 and 3. pretty much all of those losses, or apart from one, two of those losses coming inside the UFC. Then, thought he had more losses, not gonna lie, but we move. He's screaming and stuff here. We're just waiting for this fight to start. Referee, I don't think I've seen this fight before. Rich Mitchell, go. Michael Van and Page, ready to jump. Oh, round one underway. Okay, I've been hit with the fake. Trust me, if that's Jason Herzog, that fight hasn't started yet. MVP putting on the front foot pressure here. I mean, if these two sparred a lot, though, like, come on. What do I expect here? I do not know. Chess match, maybe. I mean, they already know the skill set of their opponent, like. Few feints from Patterson. MVP just putting on that pressure. Nothing thrown yet, though. MVP finally throws a jab. Doesn't land. Patterson got out of range well there. Patterson fires back a double jab of his own. Doesn't land either. What are we saying here, man? MVP goes jab to the body. Doesn't get it. There's a front kick to the body from Patterson. I mean, that could be a good weapon to beat MVP. Front kick to the body, keep him out of range. There's a nice left hook from Patterson. Puts the right hand behind it, doesn't get it though. MVP fired at the same time he missed as well. Patterson landed at least one of his punches. That's rare. You don't really see MVP getting beat to the punch. Fair enough. Patterson bringing something here. Can I get the upset win here? This, I mean, if Patterson wins this, talk about the difference. Because look, I'll be honest, I didn't know who he was. Oh, cracks MVP with a 1-2 there. Chin in the air MVP. You might want to watch that one. Patterson cracked him with a 1-2 there. He hit Patterson as well with the right hand, but Patterson got the batter. If Patterson could go from the position, I'm sure a lot of people, where a lot of people maybe didn't know him or know that he was in the UFC, if he could go from that to beat Michael Van Page being in London, what a way to start. I don't know if this is a, I doubt this is his first fight in the UFC, but what a launch that would be into kind of stardom. To see, and he's like 10 years younger than MVP, so kind of be perfect timing for him. He's 29. Winning the round so far, in my opinion. That's a nice inside low kick from MVP. But this is a lot of MVP fights, and this is what I was trying to say maybe about lowering my expectations from the KO, because a lot of them is just MVP's in and he's out, and the fighter he's fighting is very hesitant, but then MVP's looking for a really big shot, so he doesn't throw as much either. You know, you kind of end up with a low output kind of chess match, like I was saying. But it's been, I mean, Patterson catching MVP at that range whenever MVP come in was good work. So MVP missed the job there. There's a nice kick to the body from MVP. That was like quick. MVP is obviously one of the quickest fighters. When it comes to that style, he's like perfected it. So you have to expect it. Putting up the high guard there for a second, MVP. Patterson working that job. MVP walking forward, still hands down. head kicks work against MVP? Don't even know. Obviously, we know he takes heavy advantage now of the low kicks. Obviously, Lima caught him back in the day. One of my cold, and there's huge examples like you ever see like top 5 reasons why you should respect your opponent. Do you ever see those videos on YouTube? MVP's probably in there haunting and then getting leg kicked and then uppercutted. Dan Patterson is not afraid to throw with him though. I don't really think any fighter landed cleanly in that exchange. Be a Patterson round. I actually can't tell. It was a weird camera angle on that last one there. They both kind of threw the same punches. MVP throws a wheel kick at the end. Patterson lands a right hand. MVP lands a kind of a back fist. Not a spinning back fist though. You ever see if he hits a cross and he swings back with the same punch? Kind of what he did there. Let me see what people are saying, man, because that was actually close. I gotta do it quick though. Oh, I'm looking for. Oh yeah. Took me about 20 minutes to lock in, but obviously MVP, like I was saying, I spoke out against the MVP. Spoke out against MVP. Spoke out against the fighter pay and stuff with Conor Ben getting so much money. Now he walks out today. Don't care about us. That's very interesting. What are we saying here, man? I feel like Patterson should have got that round. Crasher MVP. I don't know. 10-9 either way. Round two is about the other way. Probably won't miss much in the first 10 seconds, so put out my tweet now. I don't really care who gets that one. MVP still trying to close the range. Lands a nice right hand. MVP going in, land that right hand again. Patterson hits back with his own though. MVP firing in a 1-2 now. We better see a high output MVP. You know, leg kick was checked there by Patterson. Patterson definitely could have got that first round though. I feel like he landed the better shots. I don't know, it's close. I literally just put out 10-9 either way. Hard to pick who wins that like. Obviously not pretty much nothing happened, but MVP's landed a few punches earlier in this round. Tell you one thing, whenever MVP comes in, unlike a lot of fighters, Patterson is throwing with him and he's doing it well. There's a nice overhand though from MVP. Spins out of a 1-2. It was funny. This is the style that KSI nearly beat Tommy Fury with. Patterson gets MVP in the clinch. Let's see what he can do from here now. MVP separates from the clinch. Let's go. Goes for his straight jabs. Patterson goes for it again. Doesn't get it. Goes for the leg kick. Doesn't get it. MVP was teasing us at the start of the round by throwing punches by looks of it. Goes for a combination there. Misses. Patterson taunting a bit. Goes for the head kick. Doesn't get it. MVP taunting now. A load of feints really. Done a hop, skip, and a jump, and then didn't do anything like. The left hook for Patterson. Right hand for MVP. I don't ever think it's just actually going forward. Like I know his whole game plan is for you to walk forward and land a spinning elbow or a flying knee. But at what point do you actually just start throwing caution to the wind? Is that it? There's a caution to fire. MVP's now marching about. I don't know what he's doing here. Double jab, misses from MVP, left hook miss from Patterson. MVP could land a load of these punches that he's not throwing. I am the most entertaining lightweight on the planet. Just gotta get that one out there sometimes. MVP is definitely not a nice right hand there though. That's what I'm saying though. Like you've went forward, you've took his right overhand. Like I actually just keep walking forward. I don't even care at this point if you get flattened out cold. At least we'll get some entertainment. It's your only chance of winning. What are you gonna do? Fight the karate fighter at range and lose like every other fighter who's stood on the feet with him has? It's not gonna work. We're just doing stupid stuff, are we? Like throw on him. That's all I've got to say. If you think like there's probably 1-1, you're obviously not going to beat him at range. So what's the point in just standing there waiting? You're going to get KO going forward, where you're going to lose a decision anyway. So heck, whatever way you want to lose, mate. So they're just giving video packages to fighters by the looks of it. Because Bisping did get a video package, and so did Molly McCann. That's for sure. I seen that one live. I thought she's about to get put in the Hall of Fame. Round three, about to get underway in MVP versus Patterson. We are taking our time here for some reason, and the round timer is probably going to be off. Yep. But actually just waited a bit longer there. MVP misses overhand, Patterson missed two hooks. Patterson looking to walk forward here in this round. Let's see what he can do here. He'd be like, if you literally cut the cage off against MVP, like you literally near fell trying to get out of there. Trying to get out of that angle. Did he run on, by the way? Ran away from a hook. MVP initiates the clinch that time. Patterson better have good submissions or else getting him down here is not going to do him that much good. Patterson got underhook though, MVP is one as well. Patterson nearly got the trip. That would have been good there, but he doesn't get it. MVP maintains his balance. Nice shoulder shot there from Patterson. I think they're talking to each other a bit. Inside knee. Knee to the body now. But I was supposed to say knee to the, like, I say inside low kick. The, like, knee there. I don't think I said that right. But knee to the body landed after it. Another shoulder shot there in the clinch. Going for that trip again, doesn't get it. Going again. Great balance here from MVP, obviously. Whole stand up games evolved around balance, anyways, so that's the way that's gonna go. If you're in here though and you haven't already, let me know who you've got in the poll. We've got two for Evloev right now. MVP separates clinch. Here we go, 3 minutes. How much do you want this, Patterson, mate? MVP misses an uppercut, lands the right hand though. Back in the clinch. That's an elbow off this, surely. That wasn't even like a clinch. He was practically just lying on him. You got an elbow off this. That's your shot. If you're against MVP, surely get in the clinch. You're gonna separate. You're in the advantageous position. You gotta throw that elbow. Patterson spins him around now. Needed a body from Patterson. MVP spins him around. Elbow Patterson. You're literally in the position to do it. Break that grip and elbow. No. Like, what I want to know is what are you going to do with this clinch exactly? Break it up, referee. There we go. Put this back at range. I don't even care anymore, man. See some punches thrown here. Patterson misses a head kick. MVP throws two feints. MVP, right? This is the thing. Straight up, MVP has had so many highlight reel KOs with this crazy style with his hands down and jumping in and out like a karate fighter that the expectation is so high that people still expect it. So that way, when MVP's fighting, it's all MVP. He might get this crazy KO. Oh, we need to watch that. And then you actually watch all of his fights back to back to back in the UFC, and he doesn't get the highlight reel KO on anyone. And he kind of just stands here throwing about, putting three significant strikes around. Like, it's not entertaining. Nice right hook there from Patterson. Yeah, you can feint and taunt and dance all you want, but when I know you're not going for that shot and you're not going to land it, you might feint the shot that might get you the KO, but you're not landing it. There's a nice left hook right hand from MVP finally. We get like a point to the center moment. Last 10 seconds, trade right hands there. MVP hits Patterson. Patterson pretty much says that's nothing. Where are you going? MVP near falls over again. This one too. MVP puts a lot in this. Like his shots are very like momentum based. So obviously, whatever way is the next way to go, he'll usually go with it. Kind of his style. Back in the clinch, 10 seconds, unless Patterson breaks this and lands a rolling thunder, he's not getting a KO here. Maybe that's the shot. Maybe after all this time, it took Justin Gaethje just to do like a rolling thunder on MVP. He get the KO. That might be the only way to land on him, honestly, or an axe kick. I don't even know why you're supposed to punch him from the outside. Like, that's not a good idea at all. But like, clearly Patterson could take his punches there. You know what I mean? But it's at least right. It's 3-0 if not, or it's at least 2-1 if not 3-0 MVP. Like, just very lackluster, realistically. That's what I'm on about. I'm not actually like a hater of MVP, and he actually is talking about a lot of valid things. Um, with the walkout song, and clearly that was targeted, by the way. But the whole of Twitter's saying it now because MVP kind of did just stink out the O2 Arena in London, if that's where they are. Walking out that they don't care about us and dancing and talking about all these things, it's all cool and all, but honestly, like, go on. I mean, let's hear the decision here. There it is. He probably, wait, I need to check back on that. MVP gets the unanimous decision victory. I wonder if he'll say anything on the post fight thing. It was 30-27, 29-28, 29-28, I think so. Wonder if he can get an interview. Yeah, they're not giving MVP an interview. They're literally playing music already in the background. You're wondering what I was on about, by the way, before when I said I got to check back on that. Giorgio Vescioli gets it done again. Another unanimous decision victory for him. Got the knockdown, and that's what I was seeing. And then I seen it was 35 minutes ago. I was like, I got to see this. Um, I mean, that's a very short comeback time for him. Shout out Giorgio Vescioli. What a fighter. Um, if you don't know him, get to know him because he's the brightest prospect in boxing at the moment. No interview for MVP. That's for sure. Then felt unanimous wrong again. Luke Riley up next. Now I'm hyped. Come on. He's a sharp fighter, man. If he can get the knockout, bring the energy back into this ahead of our main event. Um, I spelled that. Okay. Spelling is not my thing at the moment, man. What is this? Surely I spelled that right now. Alright, apparently spelling detection is completely eradicated, but check before I spelled that word wrong. This is highly intense stuff here. 18,000 people in the O2 Arena spent money to watch MVP. Hopefully there wasn't 18,000 people in there to watch that anyways, man. That was terrible. No post-fight interview for him anyways. That was not good. They're doing the co-main event already. Really trying to get this guy out of here, man. Exactly, that didn't happen. Yeah, we can move, we can roll. But what are we saying? Luke Riley in the co-main event here is very interesting. Um, Huge up and coming star. He takes on Michael Aswell Jr. though. Surely will be a challenge at least. Let's see it. Come on. What are we saying here? MVP was about to turn heel on the UFC. By the way, if he got that post fight interview, yeah, I'm telling you now, it was about to be over. I think he might have knew that he wasn't going to get one though, and I think that walking out that they don't care about us was his only way. Michael Aswell Jr. outside the octagon right now. We're just waiting for him to get in there and putting out a few tweets. No, we're getting a consensus of MVP's fight there, which is that it was boring and didn't happen a lot. But let's see. It's like I don't really know. I'd explained during the fight that that was not good. Um, like that was just boring, man. That was not good at all. Well, if a fighter has a boring fight, they don't usually get post-fight interview anyways. So let's see anyways. I don't know what way that'll work. It probably something to say after, but they don't really care about us. I walked out that they don't really care about us, and then fought like he didn't really care about fighting was Andy like, but we do. Didn't really care about getting the KO. We did land a lot of good shots to be fair, but not his usual stuff. It's interesting, I suppose. Would you like MVP for your MVP card? Yeah, that's rough. All right, we move anyways. Is this by in the ring yet or what? Like in the octagon? What are we saying? Been standing outside it for about 20 minutes. Must be in there. I think Luke Riley's walking out, so let's see it. Here he is. Gouser. Now I'm gonna do an accent. I feel like if I listened to a few Paddy the Baddy vlogs, I could get it, but Paddy Pimlet vlogs, I could get it, but I think we'll leave it for now. Skyser's already got knocked out on this card though, so maybe he'll be another Skyser get knocked out. Hopefully not though. Huge star potential in Luke Riley. Let's see if he can follow through in it once again. Ooh, waiting for him to get into the octagon now. Whole lot of waiting at the moment, but this is what we need. We need a KO. We need to get back from that MVP fight. Sam Patterson, bro. I don't know. In the terms of 8 Mile, this is or in terms of Eminem, that was your one shot, and well, hopefully not actually. Hopefully we see him back, but didn't really throw much, did he? Like hidden locker in here, saying a lot of people talk about grapplers for being born or not wanting to fight, but for me, point kick point point kickboxing is by far the most boring style of fighting there is. Fair enough. Oh, that's definitely AI. That is definitely AI. If what I've just seen was from the UFC broadcast, that's 100% AI, man. Graphics team are not convincing me on that one. 4 minutes in, MVP is thrown one punch. Sam Patterson, crazy work. Like I'm gonna get you. Fighter, like I will land some point in time. Like, and then someone finally tries to fight him and they get caught. Like I do not know. If you so much like guess like MVP has just like fear or people are like, if I do this, I'm gonna get knocked out cold flat my face with a 720 spinner wheel kick. Like, odds are you're gonna be safe, bro, because he got hit with so many overhands and he just tanked it. Not so many, because clear up there wasn't a lot of throw punch thrown. Say about 3 overhands he got hit with and he just tanked them all. Patterson did. You've just got to go forward, or else MVP, let's say, just fears you into fighting at his range and then hits you anyways. Like, and then you're in round three, like Sam Patterson was going, this guy doesn't hit as hard as I think he does, or as I thought he did. Let me go forward, and then it's too late. You know what I mean? Then you can't figure out the range either because you haven't been going forward. You're either gonna get slapped or you're gonna get slapped or you're gonna lose. You know what I mean? Like you're getting slapped going forward, you're getting slapped going backwards, or you're gonna lose a decision. Pick one, honestly. Or grapple him. And then you win probably. See Paddy Pimlet in the corner there, making his heavyweight debut soon. It's Tom Aspinall's comeback fight right there. I don't know how he does that. I don't know how he does that weight cut, to be honest with you. But yeah, fair enough. Like he cuts down to 155 every time from like 200. And that isn't actually exaggerating. That he has been 200 before in one of his vlogs, I'm pretty sure. Michael Aswell Jr., Luke Riley. Fight underway. Go away. Come on, tell me that was perfect. Like round timer perfectly timed on my stream anyways of my like the way I'm seeing it here, the overview. This is perfectly timed. So yeah, I'll take it. We got the round timer. Aswell Jr. walking forward at the moment. We gotta forget about that. The fight's on. Double jab there from Aswell Jr. Luke Riley probably looking for a counter shot here, but there's a nice hook up top for Aswell. Luke Riley got to stay composed in his back foot and look for the openings on Aswell Jr. Missed that right hand come forward. Work on that jab, Luke Riley. There's a 1-2 left hook uppercuts now for Aswell. In the clinch now, he's throwing a couple of short punches in there. Luke Riley hitting him some short hooks in there as well. Aswell fighting in bursts at the moment, sort of being on the outside, fainting, and then he comes in and throws some huge punches. Luke Riley's eye troubling him here. Really hurt. His eye is really hurt. Interesting. Knee up the middle now for Luke Riley. They with an elbow on the exchange on the way out. Got to land that counter shot when Aswell comes in again. Firing back a right hand of his own now. There's a right hand 2-1. Lands brilliantly there for Luke Riley. Who's that left hook to the body? Doesn't get it. There's a nice right hand from Riley. Gets hit with a right hook back though. Right hand over the top for Aswell. Back into the clinch. Knee up the middle for Luke Riley. Both fighters trading. This is a scrap so far, anyways. Luke Riley gets hit with a right overhand. 2-1 again for Luke Riley, though he's kind of nearly short of range on that shot, but that's jab after. Right hook to the body, right hand over the top for Luke Riley. That was better work there. Aswell comes back with a combination though. Misses his jab that time. That was good head movement from Riley. Boxing match pretty much so far. Luke Riley putting on the pressure now. Aswell trying to counter. There's a nice right hand to the body for Riley. Left hook to the head for Riley. Overhand now for Riley. Jab from Riley. Aswell Jr. misses a 3-punch combo. Gets hit with a right hand. That's a great shot from Luke Riley. He's like jumping in with his right hand. Landed good for him this fight. There's a nice right overhand for Riley. Left hook now for Riley, and that one might have stunned as well. Straight back on it though. Job for as well. It's a good fight so far. Luke Riley not afraid to stand there either. It's a nice 1-2 from both fighters. Back in the clinch in the centre of the octagon, knee up the middle. Couple of shots, separate the clinch. Huge overhand right misses for Luke Riley. Nice low kick there from Riley. I don't know, I feel like this fight's very much like there's another shot from Riley. Like Riley goes, then Oswell goes, then Riley goes, then Oswell goes. Sometimes they go at the same time. There's a nice couple of shots for both fighters in that exchange. 2-1 again for Luke Riley. Nice left hook to end the round for Luke Riley. That's interesting. That was very close. Aswell Jr. did great at the start. Then, worst fight in MMA history is crazy. Good to see that everyone isn't buying into the MVP. Just, I don't know, like aura or something like this time. Where people are saying he might get the KO and they're just like continuing on with it after he puts on a boring fight. Like, it's good to see that they're actually noticing that his fight was boring, because it was, and it, like, his fights have been boring before and they've just been like saying all this stuff anyways when he didn't necessarily deserve a whole load of credit when it was boring to him. Generational lock in right there to get the tweet out and the timer going. Round 2 underway. We're second in front. This is crazy. I meant on the round timer, by the way. Back and forth again. The moment as well misses 2-punch combo there. Left hook right hand doesn't get through. There's a nice right hand over the top of that jab from Riley. Great shot there. It's good to see like he didn't just accept the back foot like he was doing at the start of the fight. Started to come forward. There's a really nice 1-2 for Riley. And like clean. Quick. So he is anyways, tell you that. Jab to the body there for Riley. Hook. 1-2 again. That right hand's landing really good for Riley on the temple, sort of. Trips over, Oswell takes the body lock, but Riley's back up. Oswell trying to get the takedown here. Still got the body lock, still trying to work it. I don't know what he's working here, maybe a double leg. Trying to take the back. Knee to the thigh. And again. One more time, why not? No, he goes for the... Nope, there we go, we got it again. There we go, great work from Riley. Oswell lands a hook on the leave, but nothing too significant. Jab to the body from Riley. Nice right hand from Riley there as well. Good uppercut for Oswell. 1-2 from Riley again. Holding a good pace here, Riley, by the way, as well. It's good. Obviously, I believe he got the knockout in his last fight in the second round after being down a round. So there's a nice right hand from Riley, left hook well behind it. Right hand from Riley again. 1-2 misses for Oswell. Quick miss for Riley. Significant strikes. 24-30 for Oswell in the first round. 12-10 for Riley in this round so far. Two great hooks to the body from Riley there. Nice two right hands there from Oswell Jr. though. Riley just got caught kind of square there and just stayed there. Got hit twice. There's another right hand. These two are firing at the same time. They kind of have the same openings though. They're both showing the same shots. There's a nice 1-2 right hand left hook though from Riley. That one's stunned Oswell, that's for sure. Jab to the body, goes to the overhand, doesn't get it, Riley. Nice elbow there in the clinch. That's what I'm talking about. That's what you want to see in a clinch. There's a nice right hand from Oswell. None of this knee to the thigh stuff. Bring out the elbows. Come on. Left hook from Riley there. We did a bit of defense there from both fighters. I think Riley still might have got through a bit. That was good right there. Jab left hook, or right hook to the body. 1-2 left hook from Oswell now. Left hook from Riley in return. Nice overhand from Riley. He's landed that shot nice tonight over the top of the jab of Oswell. Two hooks to the body, one over the head for Oswell. Riley looking to land something big here to end the round. Last 10 seconds. What can he do? There's a really nice right hand for Riley and a body kick in behind it. I think it's another one for Riley. I think like sometimes Oswell does land clean, but then sometimes it's hard to tell when he's landing. Whereas when Riley lands, it's clearly, it's clear and it's significant. So 3 straight wins for MVP. I think a loss would have done him better credit in that fight if he actually went for it. If MVP went forward, like if a fighter goes forward and gets colded, at least everyone's like, oh, at least they tried. Like, do you know what I mean? At least they went for something, do you know what I mean? Because MVP is just going to bounce about in 2 legs, waiting for the moment of, like, a miracle moment of a KO to just land a punch of an opening, I mean. To land his big shot, like, he's going to be bouncing there for years because people know these days what he's going to do. Double jab him right either. As well, misses a too much combination. That's what call him, guy was wearing the pink shorts earlier on. That's what he got pulled out with at the start of this card, the main card. Sort of a left hook to the body, and as soon as he ripped that, get through the overhand, or not the overhand, just straight right over the top. And that was that. Beginning of the end, anyways, and then a few more shots, and that was that one over. As well, working the clinch here. Gets on a single leg, and I get the takedown. Luke Riley showed good takedown defense so far in this fight. He gets the single leg attempt off there as well. So, good work from him so far on the wrestling side this fight. The trade to separate the clinch. Jab to the body, jab to the head. Another jab from Riley. That jab is really quick. Nice right hand there for Aswell. He was kind of running in. But like Riley, if he's stayed composed there, he could have landed on him. Big. Sort of Nunez Pena style, or Miocic when he won the title. Nice right hand, left hook from Riley. This fight could definitely be 1-1, by the way, so I'd like to see both fighters just keep going at it. They are like, but there's a nice jab, left hook from Riley. All I'm saying is this is not guaranteed for anyone yet. Jab to the body from Riley again. Hands up, anyways. At least he's got that one figured out. Brilliant left hook from Riley. Jab, switches the angle, lands the left hook. There's another left hook for Riley. Or 1-2 for Riley. I was Michael Van and Page saying it's difficult to fight someone who doesn't want to fight. Like, then go and fight him. But no, you just stood there as well. Like, as well as got Riley down here. Been distracted by a tweet. They're back up. I don't think that was a takedown, by the way. There's a right hook to the body from Riley. Right hand over the top now. Knee to the body. Great shot. Great overhand for Aswell, but he gets cracked back with a right hand in return. Right hook to the body. Left hook to the head, though, from Aswell. Riley's got his hands down now. Maybe he doesn't have that one figured out. Right hand for Riley back in the clinch. He's got an underhook go already. Let's see what he can do with it. We get Lima in the UFC, or the MVP already beat him again. There's a nice right hand. Left hook from Riley. Left hook again from Riley. Right hook to the body. That's great work there from Riley. 30 seconds out to go. Riley hunting down the finish here by the looks of it. Really good right hand from Riley. That blood from the ear. That's not good for a fighter. Significant strikes here. 28-11 for Riley. Aswell goes to the spinning shot. Doesn't get it. The right hands for Aswell. Right hand uppercut now for Riley. Right hand left hook now for Riley again. Really, I mean, Riley definitely wins that, like 2-1, if not 3-0. Great fight. Great fight. Great fight from both fighters. Riley looked good in there, man. It's getting more and more difficult when nobody really wants to engage. Everyone's on the back foot. It's more difficult to fight someone when someone doesn't want to fight. Well, how about we turn the tables here, MVP, and then you go forward and actually throw. I know he walked forward, but literally didn't throw with it. So you're the decision here. All right, Luke Riley gets the decision victory there, as expected. Thirteen no now for Luke Riley. That was a good win, man. Pretty much what MVP is saying. People don't want to go forward now and walk into his punches, but he still doesn't want to go forward and walk into their punches. So it's just going to be a never ending fight in what Mighty Mouse likes to call the void. And yeah, the heavyweight star Paddy Pimblett there again. I actually hope to see him back against yeah, Dana White's out here with the shout out anyone that ever sees Dana White's stories of just the absolute cuts like that. Like you just click on the Dana White story the day after a UFC event and it's like someone's name just in black and white writing. Someone's name and you look at their face and it's just this horrific cut. Go to the next slide and it's stitched up. Like nice. Just so you know, I've predicted Evloev to get a wrestling decision victory here, by the way, so this won't be very handy for cause what it. We need one of those Lerone Murphy perfectly timed flatline KOs. Or a KO from Evloev to really get the atmosphere back here. Yeah, I mean, what's he saying here? Like, when nobody wants to engage, like, including Uber. It's not the win, it's not the kind of win I wanted. I guess it's getting more and more difficult when it's like nobody wants to really engage. Let's go. He's saying here, man. Three of us in here now. You haven't already. Who have you got? Poll. The poll. I've got Evloev. Someone else has Evloev. See, someone maybe has Murphy in here now. I think they might play in Sweet Caroline or something. The card's going mental. We are just waiting at the moment for the main event. The mobs are Evloev takes on Lerone Murphy. I have Evloev to get it done with his wrestling. If you have Murphy, let me know and let me know how if you want. But yeah, someone's O has got to go. The famous saying. And yeah, should be interesting. Oh, I just logged in and realized that the UFC website has striking stats. MVP through 33 strikes in 25 minutes or in 25. That would be crazy. Um, MVP through 33 strikes in 15 minutes. Sam Patterson through 25 strikes in 15 minutes. Now, when MVP says someone doesn't want to engage and he's throwing 8 more shots than his opponent, that's not a lot. He's not even actually, by the way, that was he landed 33 shots, by the way. That's if he threw 33, that'd be crazy. He landed 33 shots. Patterson landed 25, but Patterson threw 78, whereas MVP threw 61. So 17 strike difference on someone actually wanting to engage, by the way. Crazy, like. Like, how can you say someone doesn't want to engage? You're throwing less punches than them. Like, how that doesn't make sense, man. We are getting the promo trailer though, so hopefully the main event's on in a minute. Whoa. Then here's taking me a second to get this tweet out. Like, let's go. Finally got there in the end. Flip me. What are we saying, man? Oh, there we go. We have a Murphy pick. Let's go. It is a very close fight. It's hard to pick. But I just thought Evloev's wrestling, how advanced it was. Like MVP was getting up very easily against Pico, but he's getting tucked down very easily. And I think the way that Evloev's grabbed him was against Sterling, that he's gonna be a step ahead, and I just think he's gonna be able to keep Murphy down eventually. I'm not in this fight. You're their dog at the boxing. What is this? We got a dog on the ring, by the way. Adadames against Williams. How did bro get there? Like, how has that happened? Alright, here we go. Main event time. Go. Any last minute votes in this poll? We have 3 in here, 2 for Evloev, 1 for Murphy. What are we saying? Here comes Murphy walking out too. Ambitions as a rider. I believe that to be. What are we saying though? We have Murphy making his way to the ring, the octagon right now. Evloev also obviously going to walk out unless we get hit with a. What was that fight? Was it Macy Barber? Against Blanchfield, where Barber didn't walk out. I think that was it. We were literally like on the walkout screen, and then they were like, actually, wait to hear this one. Main event's off. That was a fun time. Remember that? By the way, if you want to know the comparison, MVP through 61, Patterson through 78, Luke Riley, same amount of time, by the way, Luke Riley through 192, and Michael Aswell Jr. through 233. That's what we're dealing with here. Undefeated, I believe he's on a 9-fight win streak, or an 8-fight win streak. Earl Murphy is, and the last fight that he didn't win, I believe, was a draw against Arman Surkian. So all around top level competition, top level victories. A great fighter, very clean when it comes to technique, high IQ. Doesn't carry power until he perfectly times you, maybe, but either does Evloev. Evloev's not a very heavy finished fighter either, so finish heavy fighter, I believe is the right way to put that, so we'll see. But here comes Movsar Evloev. I'm actually a bit hyped for this fight. How can you not be? Like, two undefended title contenders. This is the title eliminator. How can you not be hyped for this one? Movsar Evloev, number 1 ranked fighter in the division. Lerone Murphy, number 3 ranked. Evloev obviously coming out of Russia. Evloev or Murphy coming out of Manchester in England. Fights in the main event here in London tonight. Let's see it, man. Let's see it. I'm hyped. 19-0 for Evloev, 17-0 and 1 for Murphy. Murphy not had. I'd say Murphy hasn't had the toughest path to the title eliminator. Evloev's come through names like Diego Lopez, Arnold Allen, Aljamain Sterling. The other hand, when the way I was talking about Murphy there, he's come through good fighters though. Fighters like Aaron Pico, Josh Emmett in there. And obviously, last time out against Aaron Pico, he got arguably KO of the year. I don't know if it got KO of the year or not because Rufi landed a spinning wheel kick. But spinning elbow and that one colds Pico and he still hasn't fought again. Let's see what happens here, man. Come on. Evloev's still up in the poll in the chat. One more vote for Murphy and it's 50-50. The way. Amo Williams fighting Adama is later on tonight, by the way. Round 11 or 12. Lidard and Danny. But that's not what we're focused on, is it? Let's run it. Evloev only wraps his wrists. Fair enough, mate. I think Joe Pfeiffer does that as well. Everyone's do we need files for inactivity? 1 year since George Foreman has passed. Rest in peace. One of the greatest heavyweight fighters ever. One of the hardest hitters. Arguably the hardest hitter ever. 1 year on from his unfortunate passing. What are we saying here? 19-0, 32 for Evloev. Murphy's 34. Evloev seems to be the minus 250 favourite here. Let's go. Here's Bruce Buffer in London. UFC's got to come to Ireland, man. Got to come at some point. Like, literally, everyone will go, man. Never, like, unless they put the ticket prices, they might need to decrease those ticket prices. They will get such a good crowd, man. Referee for this one had to be, so it did in the main event, the UFC London, Mark Goddard. One month ago to the day, Ryan Garcia won the WBC world title. Evloev, oh yeah, I forgot. Evloev's already walked out. UFC 327's about to be elite. Their Murphy, 17-0 and 1, coming out of Manchester, England, the number 3 ranked contender at UFC featherweight, Movsar Evloev, the number 1 ranked. I feel like we don't see this a lot, by the way. I feel like we don't see the high level fights, the highest of highs. Literally, Movsar Evloev is the number 1. Laurel Murphy is the number 3. Diego Lopez is the number 2, and he just fought for the title. We don't see this even in Gaethje and Pimlet for the interim title. It was 5 against 6. That was the higher ranks, but it wasn't 1 against 2 or 3. And this is what we've got here, and 2 undefeated fighters. What a fight! What a moment! Let's go. Main event of UFC London, and we're just waiting for it to get underway here. 5 rounds. Let's go. Let's go. Both fighters now in the center of the octagon getting their instructions from the referee. And now we're ready to get underway. Let's go. Movsar Evloev against Laurel Murphy. Who will fight? Alexander Volkanovski next. Let's go. Round 1 underway. Come on. Murphy going with that jab early on. Nothing thrown from Evloev yet. Just kind of stalking forward like he does. A couple of feints from Murphy on the low kicks. Right hand, left hook to the body. Misses for Murphy. Both fighters trade leg kicks there. Right hand missed for Murphy. Kick misses for Evloev. Front kick to the body, and there finally the right hand of Lauren Murphy gets through behind that 1-2. Overhand misses for Evloev. Slowly backing Murphy up to the cage here. You gotta think he's gonna shoot a takedown. As Evloev lands a left hook to the body, overhand there. Where Murphy lands an overhand or not an overhand, a left hook to the body in return. Evloev going for that overhand a lot. Seen him going for that against Algiers. Nice 1-2 from Murphy though. Evloev switches stances and then switches back. Body kick miss for Murphy. There's another good 1-2 for Murphy. He's landing those clean so far. This is what I expected the striking of Murphy to be better, but I'm waiting for the wrestling of Evloev to come into play. Evloev slips. On a kick. Misses two punches. Leg kick from Murphy. There's a really nice front kick to the body. That one might have hurt Murphy. I don't know, his reaction was kind of weird. He got pushed back into the cage, but it looked like he was holding his stomach. Overhand for Evloev. Actually comes out of the clinch there. Evloev was kind of the one that pulled away there. Obviously, he's to be very technical with these takedowns. Murphy's aware of it and well through that knee and has got the KO before. In that situation, there's a really nice kick to the body from Evloev. A kick misses for Murphy. A kick blocked by Murphy that time from Evloev. Right hand miss for Murphy as well, or it was left. This fight's been fought at range so far. Not a lot of work on the inside from both fighters. Overhand left now for Evloev. That one lands. Evloev just about dodges that right hook from Murphy. Good exchange there. Nice front kick to the body from Murphy. Murphy keeping his range. Evloev, smart pressure though, not rushing in. Obviously we know what happens if you rush in against Murphy. Get hip of the arm Pico. Spin an elbow. Both fighters miss the right hands there. Evloev backed up now to see what Murphy can do. Both fighters missed two overhands. Evloev walking forward again. There's a nice low kick from Murphy. Misses that one too that time. Nice overhand left hook from Evloev now. Jab from Murphy in return though. Composed is the word for Lerone Murphy and his fighting style. A nice front kick to the body from Murphy. Nice body kick though in return from Evloev. This is a high level fight, man. Murphy's landed more significant strikes so far. Doesn't get that body kick. 10 seconds left. What are we saying? Evloev dodges that one too. Throws a spinning back fist. I think it barely landed. Didn't do any damage though. That's going to be the end of round one. I don't know. That was close. Let's see. Greg Murphy definitely got that first round maybe. So I don't know. It's tough, but he landed more significant strikes. Evloev definitely done better later in the round, but early it was Murphy. I'll give it to Murphy for his early work. He still did good throughout. Alright, that round timer's probably done too early. But we move. Round two. What are we waiting for here? Like, round two underway. Let's go. Oh my. Murphy fainting so far. Evloev still walking forward. Doesn't move his head a lot, Evloev. Low kick miss from Murphy. Fainting that front kick and that jab. There's a nice right hand from Murphy. This is the 1-2 that time. A nice 1-2 from Evloev though. Nice body kick again from Evloev. Front kick now from Murphy to the body. Both fighters straight right hands that time. Murphy comes back up with a head kick behind it but doesn't get it. There's a really nice right hook though from Murphy. Murphy going for that front kick up the middle whenever Evloev kind of went into the takedown position. Double jab right hook miss for Murphy that time. Nice body kick from Evloev. Falls over, gets straight back up after it. Front kick to the body from Murphy. Low kick now from Murphy. Really nice uppercut there from Murphy. Nice overhand though from Evloev. Evloev misses his spinning back fist again. Reminiscent of Roman deletes it. Nice right hand again from Murphy. Murphy doing good so far. He's striking at range, which is what you would have thought. Evloev not initiating any wrestling though so far, which is interesting. There's a nice body kick from Murphy. Left took over the top now though from Evloev. Head kick blocked by Evloev. Murphy with a jab again. Goes for a 3-piece combo, doesn't get it. A nice left hook overhand again from Evloev though. Evloev trying to get a takedown might be a smart idea. Body kick. Evloev misses spinning wheel kick. Goes to the overhand, lands a nice uppercut though. Evloev there. He went southpaw and threw an overhand, and then I see when he was like over from his overhand, he come up middle of the uppercut. It was a good shot. Evloev needs to watch reaching down for that low kick. He might get kicked in the head while he's at it. Evloev throwing that spinning back fist a lot instead of cutting the cage off. There's exchanging again there. Murphy going with that uppercut a lot. 1-2 left hook from Murphy. That misses. There's a nice low kick though from Murphy. Evloev really not going for any wrestling like. Nice job from Murphy. Murphy going for his own head kick again. Hofstar gets in close and he starts throwing hook combinations instead of wrestling. Still around Murphy around again. Hey, old Murphy. Evloev needs to start wrestling. Don't know why he's not at all, but interesting. I feel like the takedown's there for him, like, but he's literally just letting Murphy circle out. He's not even trying to engage a takedown at all. Round 3 underway here. Perfectly timed round timer again, but it's 2 times in one stream. Murphy going with that low kick. Evloev needs to wrestle. Like, he's going to get outstruck on the feet. Just because he doesn't wrestle will be actually a stupid way to lose. Going for combinations again on the inside instead of a double leg. Body kick misses. It was not going to wrestle, man. Body kick from Evloev. Murphy walking forward now, goes to the knee, lands a good knee to the body, and here's the double leg attempt finally from Evloev, and he slams him down. This is what I'm saying, man. Go for your wrestling. I picked you to beat him with wrestling, and you haven't wrestled for 3 rounds. He does it once and he gets him down. But by time, Murphy gets back up though. Literally slammed him. Left hook by Evloev and he breaks and doesn't go for it again. Oh my. By time he flipping got that takedown though. You know, apparently he thinks he's Anderson Silva here. There's an overhand left hook now from Evloev. Those landed clean. Good chin from Murphy though. That was a low kick from Evloev. Nice. As soon as we were getting into things, man. Evloev's landing overhands. Murphy's firing back. We get a nice low kick. Just about clipped Murphy. It was nearly an inside low kick. Murphy's ready to go. Let's go. Back underway. Nice front kick to the body there from Murphy. Murphy lands a spinning wheel kick. Partially. Goes to the 1-2. Doesn't get though. Oh. Southpaw again for Evloev. Straight left uppercut behind it. That was a good shot. Evloev not wrestling unless there's a clear opening is crazy. That's a nice body kick though. Another nice backhand from Evloev. Beat Murphy in the trade that time as well. Murphy ripping hooks on the inside. Murphy's waiting for Evloev to throw on the inside, and then he just like starts throwing combinations. You'd say he's literally standing with his guard up, waiting. Body kick from Murphy. Hook blocked by Evloev. Evloev up, overhand now, and then an uppercut behind it though. The overhand landed, the uppercut missed. Nice straight right hand though from Evloev. 1-2 now from Murphy. Double jab, right hook to the body from Murphy. Now that was good work. Right hand overhand from Evloev. Double jab, Evloev. 1-2 misses from Murphy. There's a good uppercut to the body from Evloev, but Murphy also lands a low kick. Nice body kick again from Evloev. Evloev has actually landed that clean all night. Murphy has as well, by the way, but I feel like Evloev's more consistent with it, maybe. Like when Evloev throws, it lands clean, whereas Murphy can miss a few of them. Low kick though, front kick from Murphy to the body, goes to that spin kick again, doesn't get it. Murphy up on significant strikes here. No, yeah, it is Murphy. They're training on the inside, like. Evloev gets an odd takedown here, he could steal the round. Might already be his round though. Like Murphy's on a more significant strikes by 4, but I don't know. A nice left hook from Evloev. Evloev's landing clean like whenever he throws. Overhand from Evloev again. Uppercut hook now from Evloev. Murphy firing back. There's another overhand from Evloev. Knee of the middle now from Evloev. Nice job there from Evloev. Then the round right hand uppercut again. Give that round to Evloev. I think he got it there in the last minute or the last 10 seconds. I think he had Murphy hurt. Or not hurt, but Murphy got hit. Murphy got hit and kind of like covered up on the cage instead of just leaving him. That time Evloev went in and followed up more shots, and it actually caused a cut on Murphy as well. See here, lands a really nice right hook on the eye of Murphy, and there's that cut. Landed a lot of good shots at the end of that round there as well, by the way. Apparently Dana White left his cage side seat for Van Page against Patterson and hasn't come back from it. I restarted the round timer and all because I thought they were about to start. Like they were talking like extra time on her on Murphy's cut. All right, here we go. Round 4 underway. This is where I expected Evloev to take over. By the way, it was down the end stretch, so we'll see. But he's caught Murphy now. Lands a nice kick to the body there to start the 4th round. I'd really like to see him put on the pace here. And that was not low, was it? I thought that was a body kick. Murphy's down on his knees though. Gotta be a point tuck here. If that was low. Show us a replay here. Yeah, that was straight on the no-go zone. Never mind. Thought it might have landed as a body kick at the start, but clearly not. Perfectly placed loop. Let me. Yeah, we gotta take points here. Murphy's literally sitting on the ground. Murphy taking his time here, as you would expect. He has now been low blow twice, so definitely more impact. Like the last one looked like it just clipped, but Evloev's gonna lose a point here. Evloev loses a point. There we go. Finally, we see good point deductions for fouls in MMA, but Evloev's gonna have to put it on here. Evloev's standing waiting. Don't forget Corey Garbrandt. Cody Garbrandt. Near got near got a disqualification win the other week. Got low blowed that many times. Evloev needs to win this round clearly to get at least 9-9. Because he can't lose this 10-8 and still win, in my opinion. Murphy goes down, Evloev's on his back now. Murphy gets back up there in the clinch, so Evloev's throwing shots on the inside. I think he knows he has like the power or strength advantage over Murphy. So whenever they do get close, he really goes to like rough him up. Missed that overhand though from Evloev. 1-2 from Murphy, misses. Low kick checked by Evloev. Jab from both fighters. Blood now from that cut above Murphy's eye. Murphy goes to the spinning shot, slips over that time though. Evloev closing the range on him. Nice body kick from Murphy. Fighters miss their right hands there. Nice jab from Evloev. Murphy near fell over there. He was throwing punches at the same time, by the way. Kind of balance thing. Got another pick for Evloev in here, do we? Yep. There's a nice combination from Evloev. Here's right hand, left hook, right hand, left hook. On the inside. Evloev goes in for the double leg now, slams Murphy down again. Trying to tie those legs up. Stop Murphy from getting up to his knees. Can't get it though. Really working his wrestling though and his ground and pound. 3 for 3 on takedowns. What a takedown. I think did Jan do that one time? Where they like I don't know other way to phrase it, but like do the splits technically behind their opponent and trip them. Really nice takedown. Evloev's going really wrestle heavy here. About time. Murphy's back up, by the way. Evloev pushing him down again. Back in the clinch here. Evloev going for the trip. Murphy successfully breaks that body lock. Uppercut right hand though from Evloev. Uppercut to the body. Murphy gets that body kick. Murphy's hurt, is he, to the body? Murphy has some of the worst body language I've ever seen in my life. No offense to him, like, but like, why is he like holding his right side or his left side? Whenever he gets hit, like even. There's a nice right hand from Murphy. Good uppercut. Barely missed for Evloev. Murphy slips off a head kick. Evloev's going to follow him down here. Land some ground and pound shots. Great work here from Evloev. Murphy gets back up their knee. Evloev's got that body lock again. Evloev going for that trip again. Good adjustment from Murphy to not go down that time. Although Evloev didn't fully get the trip himself. Murphy separates from the clinch again. There's a nice right hook from Evloev upon separation. Not good for Evloev that he lost that point because he's won this round in my opinion. Just losing points for. But then at the same time, like when he was throwing those low kicks, there's a nice job from Murphy. When he throws those low kicks, like Murphy was throwing something at the same time as well, where he's kind of changed his position. We see that happen all the time. Like they don't look on purpose. The first one definitely wasn't. Like I know about the second one, but that's 9-9 or 9-9. But majority of fans have left the arena for that. Thirty-eight, 37 right now for Murphy. Alright, round 5 underway. Fifth and final round. Evloev needs a finish here, maybe. Or to win this round, a 10-8 to get a draw. Or the 10-8 to win, 10-9 to get a draw, in my opinion. I think that's the mass. It's a really good uppercut from Evloev. Evloev is really good striking. Particularly like his shot selection, his accuracy. A lot of damage to the eyes of both fighter. Murphy cut Evloev was swelling. Goes for the spinning back fist, doesn't get it though. That was actually the best time he's threw a spinning back fist because Murphy caught his front kick and then went in. He spun with it. Good uppercut there from Evloev. Evloev going to the body now and then throws the overhand, both very straight and jabs there. What happens if we get a draw on a title elimination? Don't even know. We get Diego Lopez as judge. Overhand from Evloev, really nice single leg. Gets Murphy into the centre of the octagon now. What can he do from here? He needs to do a lot of damage and hold him down for the rest of this round to get a 10-8 to win, in my opinion. And for that ground and pounds, good work so far though by Murphy. Evloev takes us back. Throwing ground and pound, Murphy going towards the cage. Great wrist control from Evloev. Murphy tries to roll with it. Evloev ends up on top again though, inside control. Or in half guard kind of. Evloev in half guard now. Evloev in mount. Switches over to half guard on the other side. I think he's getting ready to take Murphy's back. Land a lot of ground and pound here, Evloev. Yeah, he does have this covered. If Murphy goes towards the cage, he can take his back. Murphy's still trying to build up though. Evloev does set him back over. Murphy builds back up. It's back up. Good work from Murphy. Evloev takes him straight back down though. Murphy gets back up again. Evloev's going to go for the takedown again here. Gets him down again, drags him down. Landing more ground and pound. Murphy gets back up again. To a knee that time. Shots in the clinch now from Evloev. Murphy's back up. Evloev just following him along. Landing shots in the clinch here. Murphy might be hurt. Nope. Separating. Here we go again. Great work from Evloev though, that point, that part of the fight. Evloev goes for the overhand leg grab, doesn't get it. There's a nice 1-2 from Murphy. Can't be cheering that though, like it's a KO. Like, a nice uppercut from Murphy. Body kick from Evloev. Overhand from Evloev. There's a nice overhand from Murphy. There we go. That on the clean. Evloev closes the range again though, and he's teeing off with hooks. Murphy fires back, but it's blocked. 2 shots missed for Evloev. Jab from Murphy. Murphy goes to that uppercut again. Evloev out of range that time. Overhand right again from Evloev. The right hook from Murphy. Really good left hook to the body though by Evloev. Inside low kick from Evloev. Risky shot, but he lands it that time. Left hook to the body lands again for Evloev. Evloev with 2 overhands left, 1 lands though. Evloev misses that spinning back fist again. Murphy misses the spinning elbow. Evloev takes him down again. 50 seconds left. That's not good for Murphy. His corner's shouting at him to get up. He gets up. What can Evloev do from here? Going for the single leg now. Back into the double leg. Just lifts him up and puts him down. Like, the wrestling's so good. He could have done this once in round 1 and he would have won the round. Maybe. So the round for round 1 was close anyways. There we have it. I have that 3-2 Evloev. What are we saying here? 10-9 Murphy, or 10 Murphy, 10 Murphy. That's 20. Then 9 times 3 is 27. Quick miles. So 47 for Murphy. Then 9, 2 nines for Evloev is 18. And that's 48, 47 Evloev. In my opinion. See, can he do it? Can he get the victory? Right, so he said my hips popped. So that's what happened probably when I were Murphy when I said about his body language is his hip went. I think Evloev got that one done. He definitely won the fight towards the end. Question is, how did both these men do against Alexander Volkanovski? Let's hear the decision. Still undefeated, 20-0. Movsar Evloev defeats Lerone Murphy via 49-46. Two of the scorecards, and then 47-47 unanimous or majority decision. Let's hear what he has to say. All right, so Evloev says that Volkanovski's called him out a couple of times now, and he wants that fight. He's accepting his challenge. He also says now that there's no excuse for the UFC not to give him the title shot. He's beat Murphy. Let's hear what Murphy has to say. Evloev says thank you to London for accepting, and he had some trouble getting in, obviously, as we know, with the visa and stuff. I actually got that fight to a T again in my prediction video. I know no one will have seen it because I put it out for 5 hours ago, like, which is on me, but yeah, like Evloev, I said early, maybe Murphy's going to do good early. I said in my prediction video, Murphy's going to do good early. Maybe land a couple good shots. Evloev's going to struggle to get his range for a minute. And then towards the later half of the fight, the last 3 rounds, Evloev's going to get its takedowns and start holding Murphy down like he did end up doing. Obviously, Murphy kept getting up. Evloev kept dragging him down, using ground and pound. But I didn't expect his striking to be that good, and he said it there. It shows that he doesn't only have to use his wrestling. He did have very good shot selection and striking. Um, yeah, what a what a main event though. Really good back and forth fight. I think Laurel Murphy injured himself going for the spinning elbow, which is crazy. But yeah, not laughing at Laurel Murphy injuring himself. By the way, I'm on Twitter here. Yeah, fair enough. Ben Davis with that. Right. Anyways, great main event. Great co-main event. MVP. Welcome to the early prelims. That's all I gotta say there. We can put an MVP in the packs, maybe to start the card, and I don't want to see that ever again in a fight. Evloev has a really good striking, really good grappling. Murphy was obviously just outdone on the grappling, like I said he would be, and that's it. That's what happened. We got another pick right, which I love. Obviously, good to get those right, like I said last time. And 3 other people in chat, 2 other people got it right in the poll. I'm gonna do a follow up video. Or did I say 49? 46 was 48, 46. Yeah, it's my bad. But yeah, it was 48. Alright, so Evloev gets round one, round three, four, and five, which round one was very possible. He got it on 2 of the scorecards. One of the other judges gave him. Yeah, I scored my round 4 wrong. I swear I can't add. I can't do maths right. So yeah, that is 48, 46. That's my bad. But yeah, let's go. Um, Evloev definitely couldn't have got, or definitely could have got that first round. I obviously give it to Murphy. What is my maths here though, right? So this is what we're saying. Like, I don't know what I was doing. I gave Murphy round one, 10, then 10 again for Murphy, then 9 for every other round is 47 Murphy. Evloev, yeah, I got it wrong. I just added wrong. Evloev also is 47. So I did have it a draw, but I should probably fix that. Elite maths right here. I can't even fix that. Well, but I did a little bit. What is the time limit on a post edit these days? What are we doing over here on Twitter? But yeah, I think Evloev probably deserved to win that fight more. Or not, like in terms of momentum, when it hit the end, if you forget about scorecards, who was winning, I would have said Evloev. So I got Evloev. I picked Evloev. Evloev got it. Moves to 20-0 and will surely take on Alexander Volkanovski next. I think it's a very interesting fight. Volk has been hard to crack. Obviously, Topuria is the only one, Makachev at the weight above, that have been able to take him down. But in terms of losing, not actual wrestling. But um, Evloev comes through. Evloev is very skilled on the striking and the wrestling side. So him against Volk's going to be very interesting. Interesting that he said there was no excuse not to give him a title shot. Now maybe he felt hard done by to end up in this fight, as I'm sure Laurel Murphy did as well. But 2 number 1 contenders. Now we have the clear number 1 contender, as Movsar Evloev will surely take on Alexander Volkanovski next. Hopefully, Lerone Murphy has a speedy recovery. Not too much happened, or not the injury's not too bad. I mean, and we get him back soon as well. He's a great fighter, and I'm sure I'll be back in title contention soon. That is all from SCS Combat tonight. The UFC London live stream. Yeah, that is all. 3 hours. Gotta respect it. We are here. Shout out to everyone to come along. Much appreciated as always. 23 in this time. Last time it was literally 1. So that wasn't handy, but 23 in here tonight. And yeah, good to see. Thanks to anyone that watched, liked, subscribed. If that happened, I actually don't know until I end the stream. But that's always good to see. We're coming up on 50 subscribers. Did we get it done? Or can we get it done soon? I don't know. Check out some of the ring walks and the decision announcements from last night as well. The Conlon versus Walsh. That's going to be all over here in SCS Combat. For this part of the night, anyways, we might be back later. We'll see. But yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe. Come back for more. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. See the tags all on screen. Once again, have a good day wherever you are, whatever time of day it is, and that's it, man. Let's go. Evloev still undefeated, 20-0. I got my pick right. Can't get better than that. Let's go.